Hi, this is Vivian Watts, and thank you for stopping by. Who doesn't want a cute potion bottle? Or use these as a vase for your paper flowers? Are you ready? Let's go. Diamond Press always includes instruction sheets. So according to the instruction, we're going to start cutting our pieces. The first piece we want to cut is the upper body of your bottle or your vase. And you're going to need to cut 6 pieces. Next, we're going to cut the lower body of our bottle or vase, and we're going to cut 2 pieces. And then we're going to cut 1 piece for the bottom of our bottle or the vase. Now, if you're making a potion bottle, you need to cut this piece, and that is the cork of your bottle. And then you also need to cut 1 more piece, and this is the rim of the bottle or your vase. Now these 2 pieces, you only need to cut 1 of each, and that is for part of the cork and also a decorative rim or band for your bottle. Okay, now if you want to further decorate your upper body, you can either use the enclosed stamp to stamp your bottle like this. And there are 2 stamps for each of the body, the upper and the lower, and you can choose the stamp you like to. This way you can add more colors to your paper. Another way to further decorate is to use this stamp for the upper body of your bottle. And you simply just stamp these pieces before you assemble them together. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. So according to the instruction, we're going to attach all 6 pieces of the upper body together. So make sure you score and burnish your score line like so. These score lines are already there when you cut the pieces, so it should be fairly easy to burnish or press the score line to form the shape. Okay, once they're ready, we are going to attach them together. So simply apply glue or any adhesive of your choice to the glue tab. And make sure you double check that you're attaching them correctly, because they're going to be forming the shape of your bottle. So this is the way I'm checking them. I will fold them in half and make sure the edges are aligned nicely. All right, so we're simply just applying glue and attaching all 6 pieces together like so. This may look like a long process, but it's actually fairly easy to do. And as you are attaching the pieces together, you're starting to see the shape of your project, so it's kind of exciting that way. A couple more pieces, we're almost there. I'm picking this color because in my mind I am making a bottle for any occasions, but you can certainly use Halloween color to make it a true potion bottle. And eventually you will see if you don't put the cork on the bottle, it actually looks like a vase. So I'm thinking about for my other projects, I may put paper flowers inside, so that would become a decorative item on my shelf. Okay, now after we attach all 6 pieces together, we need to attach both edges. So it will form the upper body of our bottle or our vase. Okay, I'm putting the upper glue tabs inwards. I think that'll be easier for me to fold this in half. That will make it a little bit easier to attach glue. I always find it easier to put my project flat when I need to glue anything. Okay, making sure everything is lined up. And now you can pretty much see the upper body of our potion bottle. Pretty cool, huh? All right, I think the next step we need to work on will be the lower body of our bottle. And so we already cut 2 pieces. So all you need to do for now is to make sure you burnish the crease line or you press them. So make sure you form the shape. Again, these score lines are already there when you die cut the pieces. So they're fairly easy to do. So the pieces I'm folding in are actually the glue tabs. Okay, now that we have both pieces, we're going to start attaching them together. So I'm going to start by attaching 2 pieces together like so. And this is not a straight edge. This is actually a curved edge. So I find it, after a few tries, I find it easier to attach the lower portion first before I form the shape and attach the upper glue tab. So in the video, you can see this is how I the approach I decided to take. And you can actually see they are curved. They're not a straight edge. So this part, you're going to take a few seconds and be a little patient to make sure the first step is done correctly. And then we just basically attaching the other sides together. Again, I find it easier to attach the bottom tab first, then the upper tab. And you can probably see a little better this way. Now you can see the curve. The edges are not straight, they are actually curved, which make your final project nicer. So far, so good. You can see the nice shape it is forming already. Okay, one more tab and then we're going to stop temporarily. We're not going to completely close the ring. So this part is a little bit different than the instructions provided by Diamond Press. You can do it either way. To me, this is easier for me because I can make sure that the upper body and the lower body aligned nicely. So the instruction asks you to close the ring and then attach both parts. I decided to do it this way, which is leaving the lower body ring open so I can attach each side of the bottle before I close the ring. So this is how I am doing that. The advantage of doing this is that if you are a little bit off, you still have a chance to adjust at this point. Because if you're not, your upper body and your lower body is not precisely matched, then you may have a little bit difficulty trying to put them together, attaching them together. And ask me how I know this. I learned from my own mistakes. And I find it easier this way because I can make sure that all my sides are attached firmly. Because I still have room to trying to grab them and making sure that they are the glue is doing its work. Take your time when you're doing this. It may look fairly fast on the video, but I actually sped up the video because I don't want this video to be over 40 minutes long. So don't try to match the speed because this is not, this is a part that you want to take your time. So you have a nice result. Okay, looking good so far. So I'm sticking my bone folder inside and then try to press it, so making sure that they are attached really firmly. Okay, the last one is to close the ring and also attach the last glue tab of the upper body to the lower body. And at this point, everything should be pretty much lined up and shouldn't be too difficult. You can decide how you want to, which side you want to attach first, either the edge or the adjacent part from the upper and lower body. Either way, everything should come together nicely. Okay. Now once you attach the upper and lower bodies, now you can put the bottom on. And this is the piece that we pre-cut. And they should come together nicely. And you can manipulate the paper a little bit, making it a little bigger or smaller to match your bottom piece. But this one looks pretty good. I didn't have to do a lot of manipulation. So to make sure they attach nicely, I actually got a long brush and to take my brush inside and just to make sure that the two pieces are, the glue is grabbing both pieces. Next, we want to work on the neck of our bottle. What we will do is to attach glue to the side glue tabs for now. We're going to leave the upper glue tabs unattached for a while until we form the shape of our neck first. And this part should be fairly easy because you already have the pretty much the shape of your upper body. So they should come together nicely and shouldn't have any surprises. Okay, a few more glue tabs, and then we should be ready for the next step. I love making paper crafts like greeting cards. However, making a 3D project is especially satisfying. To be able to hold the project in your hand or put it on a shelf. 3-dimensional just make it even more fun. Almost there. Okay, now double checking the neck and the bottom. Now what we need to do is to fold down the top glue tab. It should form a nice edge of your bottle. So once we know everything is in place nicely, we can start attaching glue. And you want to attach glue from the inside, because once you fold everything down, that's where it's going to attach. So now we simply fold everything down and let the glue do its job. And that's a nice finished edge. If you stop right here, you already have a nice vase, but we're gonna keep going to add a rim for the bottle and also a cork. So we already have these pieces cut. So we're going to burnish the score lines. This piece is going to be the top part of the cork. The score lines are easy to tell and they're very visible. So it should be very easy to press down and burnish. All right, now we're going to attach glue to the glue tabs and start going around the edges to attach, to form the cork, the top part of our cork. When you have a nice kit and everything comes together exactly, that tells you it's a good kit. All the measurement, all the dimensions are correct, so that makes our our job easier. It makes a total experience a lot more pleasant. Starting to take shape. Looks good. Well, I overglued a little. I think that's my thing. I want to make sure everything stays together, so I usually use more glue than I needed. Okay, so this is the top portion of the cork. Looks nice. Looks like a bottom. Okay, so here's a look of the finished project. So we know now we need to attach like the extension of the cork, the part that actually goes inside the bottle. So we have this piece pre-cut. Again, we're going to burnish or press down the score line to form the shape. And these pieces I'm working on right now, they are the glue tabs. Okay, now we're going to close the ring to form the shape. Now to attach these two pieces together, you're going to put glue on the outside of your glue tab. And they should line up nicely, fairly easy to do. I just put my finger inside and trying to press the glue tab down to the edge of my the other side, and they should come together fairly easily. Now we have a nice cork. Now this cork is not going to fit your bottle just yet, because you're going to have to make the rim of your bottle in order for the cork to go in and stay and doesn't fall inside. So that's exactly what we will be doing next, which is the rim of our bottle. Again, we're going to burnish the score lines before we start attaching glue to form the shape. When I work on this tutorial, I really just make it fairly simple. I didn't have a whole lot of embellishments. But in this kit, if you really want to make a cute potion bottle, there are many stamps and cutting dies to make it more Halloween-ish. So it will truly look like a potion bottle. And you can choose a Halloween color. But in this case, I'm just choosing some color that's pleasing to the eyes because I just figure I may use this as a flower vase versus a potion bottle. Just remember that there are a lot of stamps and cutting dies included in this kit that you could use to embellish your bottle. Okay, now we're going to form the shape. So attaching glue to the tabs. We're gonna work on the sides first to finish all the glue tabs around. Okay, once we close the ring, we're going to attach the flap to the ring itself. So it will make a nice finish, and also it will allow us, see that those parts that are sticking out, those are the glue tabs. That's going to help us to connect the rim or the rim of the bottle to the body of our bottle. Okay, so now when you're ready to attach this to the bottle, you're going to apply glue to the outside of your glue tab again. That's how you can connect them. Okay, so again, these parts that are sticking out, those are glue tabs. So we are applying glue to the outside of the tabs. And the way to connect them is just to press down the glue tabs against the body of your bottle. And they will they will give you a more finished look, and I think looks super cute. And if you stop right here, you can embellish this to use as a flower vase, or if you put the cork in, it becomes your potion bottle. So you can use any embellishment you have, or the embellishment included in this kit. We're going to do just one embellishment for now, which is attaching the band of the neck. And this is a piece we pre-cut. But I decided to change the color to gray to match the bottom or the lower body of my bottle. So I'm also cutting one more piece, just a part of that, the same piece, because I like a more finished look. If I use just this piece to go around the bottle of the neck of the bottle, you will have a little bit opening, a little gap when they come together at the area that they come together. I like to cover that so it doesn't show any gap. That's why I cut one more piece on the side. So for now, we're going to attach this band to the neck of the bottle. So once you go around, once you finish attaching them, you'll see a little gap. So I decided just to cut off the tab and to cover the opening or the gap with that extra piece I have. It's totally optional. If you don't mind a little opening, a little gap, you can completely skip this part. Okay, so I'm just trimming this and attaching this to cover any gap I may have. Again, you can embellish your bottle or your vase any way you like. Use the embellishment included in the kit to make a potion bottle, or make it a flower vase or a perfume bottle. So this is totally up to you. This is such a fun project to make, and I see many different uses. So I hope you enjoy making this, and please subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you soon. Bye.